welcome to Season 9 of High School Quiz Show Maine, where 16 schools from across the state are competing to be this year's champion and take home the $1,000 prize for their school's project graduation. In our fourth qualifying match, it's the Eagles of Mount Ararat High School taking on the Rams of Bangor High School. That's coming up next on High School Quiz Show Maine.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by
Energy fuels more than homes and businesses. It fuels dreams, ideas, and growth. Unitil champions the critical thinkers and team players of tomorrow and is proud to support High School Quiz Show Maine, where learning takes center stage. It happens every day. Someone falls for a phishing scam. Cyber risk coverage from Safety Insurance is designed to help protect businesses from data breaches, ransomware, and other cyber attacks. Safety Insurance will help you manage life storms, even the cyber kind.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been dedicated to keeping New Englanders at the heart of what they do. That means investing in communities they serve and supporting families and businesses. You matter more.
and by viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to Season 9 of High School Quiz Show Maine. I'm Todd Gutner. We're just about halfway through the qualifying matches as we work our way towards the Season 9 championship and the $1,000 grand prize. In our fourth match, we have a former champion taking on a veteran school. The Eagles from Mount Ararat in Tossup are making their second appearance on Quiz Show and are hoping for their first trip to the championship round. But the Rams of Bangor, who won it all back in Season 2, are hoping for their second crown in their 8th appearance on the show. Let's get things going by meeting the teams. For Mount Ararat, we have Isaac, Lyra, Caleb, and Declan, with alternates Dash and Ryan, and they're coached by Jay Prince. And for Bangor, we have Elias, Rowan, Paige, and Cooper, with alternate Parker, and they're coached by Carl Robbins and Susanna Owen. Now, the competition has 4 rounds: the toss-up round, the head-to-head round, the category round, and that fun lightning round. We'll start with the toss-up round. All answers are worth 10 points, and this is the only round with no point deductions for wrong answers. Players must wait, though, for me to complete the question, and if one team answers incorrectly, the other team will be given a chance to answer. Is everybody ready? All right, good luck. Here comes the first question. On December 16, 1773, angry colonists staged a protest against taxes by boarding British trading ships and dumping what valuable commodity into Boston Harbor? Go ahead, Paige.
Tea.
Tea is correct. What long-running Food Network travel show has host Guy Fieri visiting small restaurants across the U.S., including Bob's Clam Hut in Kittery and The Joint in Wells, Maine? Go ahead, Declan.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
You got it. Nice. What noun that refers to a building where horses are kept is also an adjective that describes a molecule that is unlikely to change its composition? Isaac.
Stable.
Stable, correct. In a book by J.M. Barrie, what title character is known as the boy who refused to grow up? Go ahead, Elias.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, nice. Up next, we have a picture question. Take a look at the monitor right there. Here it is. This man was a silversmith by trade, but is also famous for his midnight ride that alerted patriots to the arrival of British troops outside of Boston in April of 1775. What is his name? Paige.
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere, nice job. In December 2024, Bashar al-Assad was removed as the head of government of what Middle Eastern country? Go ahead, Elias.
Syria.
Syria is correct. Parasitism benefits one organism at the expense of another. What related term refers to a symbiotic relationship that benefits both organisms equally? Cooper on the end.
Mutualism.
That is the right answer. Which Renaissance artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel at the Vatican? Go ahead, Lyra.
Michelangelo.
Yes. A person visiting a website for the first time might click on the FAQ page. In this context, what does the abbreviation FAQ stand for? Elias.
Frequently asked questions.
That is right. Next up, we have a video question. Again, the monitor.
Hi, I'm Aislinn Sarnacki, the host of Borealis on Maine Public Television. And here's my question for you. Castor canadensis is the largest rodent in North America, and it's the only animal known to build its habitat. What is the common name for this animal?
Isaac?
Beaver.
Beaver is right. Next question. What two-word name that mentions a valuable fabric is given to the network of trade routes that connected ancient China with the Roman Empire? Lyra.
The Silk Road.
Silk Road, yes. Cole Escola won a Tony Award in 2025 for playing the lead role in Oh, Mary, a play about which former First Lady of the United States? Isaac?
Mary Todd Lincoln.
That is also right. A round, transparent dish used in a lab to grow cells is named for what German microbiologist who invented it in the 19th century? Caleb?
Petrie.
Petrie, yes. Which of these marine animals is a cephalopod? Is it a shark, squid, or sea urchin? Isaac?
Squid.
Squid, correct. All right, here comes the first math question. You have a piece of paper, you have a pencil. Simplify the fraction 45 over 6 to a reduced mixed number. Declan, go for it.
7 1/2.
That is right. Nice job, Declan. Next question. One of Aesop's fables tells the story of the ant who stored food so he'd be prepared for winter. And what other insect who didn't plan for the future? Elias.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper, yes. What word that begins with H is the name for the nutrient-rich decayed organic matter that is naturally present in garden soil? Rowan?
Helium?
That's incorrect. Mount Ararat, you want to give it a shot? The answer is humus. That's the one. All right, predating the Zapotec culture and long before the Aztec, what civilization arose around 1200 BCE and is considered the mother civilization of Central America? Caleb?
Mayan.
That's incorrect. Bangor? Go ahead, Paige.
Inca.
Also incorrect. It's the Olmec. Next question. The heaviest lizard on Earth is what venomous lizard named for an island in Indonesia? Go ahead, Elias.
Komodo dragon.
Yes, the Komodo. What national emergency response system that broadcasts information about missing and abducted children shares its name with a certain shade of golden yellow? Paige.
Amber.
Amber, yes. In the traditional Scottish athletic event known as the caber toss, the caber is which type of object? Is it a wooden pole, a metal ball, or a plastic hoop? Isaac?
A wooden pole.
Wooden pole, right. Formerly known as Ayers Rock, what is the indigenous Aboriginal name for the enormous red sandstone formation that is one of Australia's landmarks? Elias?
Uluru.
That is also right. What word that comes from the Greek for beautiful writing refers to the art of ornamental penmanship? Caleb?
Calligraphy.
Yes. All right, our second math question. Here it comes. Of the numbers 2, 4, 5, and 6, which is not a factor of 40? Isaac?
6.
6 is right. Nice. Oh, and that's the end of our first round. Ooh, this one's tight, folks. Mount Ararat 120, Bangor 100. This match is good. Don't go anywhere. We will meet the players when we get back. Before we go to the head-to-head round, we like to pause and get to know our players with a slightly silly question. It is, when you're prepping for this show or a big test, what's your go-to study music or playlist? Mount Ararat. Isaac, you're up first.
Personally, I like listening to the Talking Heads. Sort of gotten into it recently, but yeah, surprisingly good study music.
How did you get into it? Did your folks tip you off to it or something?
Well, my grandfather actually got
cool.
their concert tape for his birthday, and that set it off. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Lyra.
I'm probably either listening to instrumental jazz or 80s music.
Instrumental jazz or 80s music? I know more about 80s music, so what's your go-to 80s band? I know nothing about the jazz.
I really love The Police.
Oh, that's great. Okay. All right. That's old school. Like, it became Sting at one point. That was probably 90s-ish, but.
I love Sting as well.
Oh, okay. 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Nice. Caleb, how about you?
I have to say, I don't really listen to music. I feel like it's
Okay.
distracting to when I'm trying to study.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any, like, do you do anything for studying, or are you just like in a quiet room, quiet place?
I'm just dialed in on my work, whatever I'm trying to get done.
You're dialed in. All right. How was it on that math test that you did earlier? Were you listening to music when you were studying?
No, I was not.
Declan, go ahead.
Oh, I can't trust myself to listen to music while studying. Distracts me too much.
Oh, all right. So
mean-
you're like Caleb, or you just
Yeah, me and Caleb.
focus.
If I had to listen to something, it'd be everything. I can't choose one.
So it's either nothing or everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's leave it there. Thanks, Mount Ararat. We'll go over to Bangor. Elias, how about you?
I have to confess that I don't really study for anything. I'm being completely honest
But you
here.
listen to everything, right?
Not really. I'm very focused on either 21 Pilots or AJR whenever I
Okay. All right. You got a couple of bands right there. Rowan, your turn.
I like listening to Wilco, specifically Yankee Hotel Foxtrot.
Is that your favorite song?
No, it's
Is
their
that
it's their album.
Their album?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Have you seen them in concert?
I want to though.
You want to. All right, it's on your wish list. Paige, how about you?
I like a little bit of Pearl Jam, a little bit of Fleetwood.
All right, so you're also kind of old school, 90s-ish, 80s-ish, that sort of thing.
Definitely.
I like it a lot. And Cooper, wrap it up for us.
I like listening to classical music when I study.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You know, those are the most brilliant, probably, humans on the planet at one time, and you're trying to become that too, right?
Yeah, something like that.
How you doing?
Good.
Oh, great. Okay, great. You're on your way to becoming one of the
Yeah,
millionaires.
something like that.
It's something like that, right. Thanks a lot, Cooper. The head-to-head round is next, but let's see how well you do with our viewer question of the week.
Hi, I'm Paul Riley from Safety Insurance, and here is your America at 250 viewer question of the week. Although Captain Moa led the 1775 destruction of the seaport we now know as Portland, who was the British admiral that ordered the attack? The answer is Captain Samuel Graves, ordered as retaliation for the attack on British ships in Machias earlier that year. The bombardment lasted over 9 hours, in which 3,000 projectiles were fired, which equals one every 11 seconds.
It's now time for the head-to-head round. Players alternate facing off one-on-one right here at the desk. Correct answers are worth 10 points. Incorrect answers will cost you 10 points. Our clock is set at 90 seconds. You guys ready? All right, here we go. First question. The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the U.S. from what country?
France.
France, yes. Which is the smallest U.S. state by land area?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, right. How many inches are in 1 yard?
36.
Correct. Chinstrap and emperor are species of what flightless aquatic bird? Penguins. The title of a book by Seth Grahame-Smith mentions Pride and Prejudice and what undead creatures?
Zombies.
Zombies, right. In 1859, what man led a raid on the armory at Harper's Ferry, West Virginia?
John Brown.
Good job. The radius, the ulna, and the humerus are bones in which limb of the body?
Arm.
Arm, correct. In Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene represents the 14th district of which state? Georgia. What month of the Islamic calendar is observed as a period of fasting and prayer? Ramadan. What word indicates a score of 0 in tennis?
Nil.
One more time.
Nil.
That's incorrect. It's love. Meaning, out of many one, what Latin phrase appears on U.S. coins? E pluribus unum. Kr is the chemical symbol for what noble gas element?
Krypton.
Good job. 1 million is equivalent to 10 to the what power? Yep.
Third.
Incorrect. Sixth. The title of a long-running TV sitcom says it's... Ooh, that's the end of the round. It's still real tight, though. We have a score. Mount Ararat 160, Bangor 110. The category round is next, so don't go anywhere.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by
the Worthington Scholarship Foundation, dedicated to the success of Maine students by providing scholarships and personalized support throughout their college journeys. Learn more at worthingtonscholars.org.
The custodians clean the schools, we drive the buses, we get the fields ready to go. I've learned over the years that becoming involved with MEA makes a big difference. It takes everybody's collective voice to make a change. My name is Jay Nicholson, and I am MEA.
And by viewers like you. Thank you.
Next up is the category round with the following choices: Double or Nothing, Only in New England, Back in the USSR, Choose This and Smile, This is Deplace, and Let's Get Mythical. Each team will alternate control of 2 categories. Questions have increasing point values. With each question, they can choose to answer it and either gain or lose points. They can skip it and neither gain nor lose points. Or once per category, they can toss and force the other team to answer. Players will have 5 seconds to confer and decide what to do. Bangor, you're trailing by like this much. So you're going to start off with the category round. Paige, what are you going to select?
Can we do Let's Get Mythical?
Let's Get Mythical. You can. These are going to be questions about world mythology. Here we go. What chief god in Norse mythology is accompanied by 2 ravens that represent thought and wisdom?
Odin.
Odin. Sounds like you all knew that one. Nice job. Let's get mythical for 15. The queen of the gods in Greek mythology is which goddess who was the wife of Zeus and the goddess of marriage?
Hera.
Okay, you guys really know this stuff. Let's get mythical for 20. The pharaohs of ancient Egypt claimed to be descended from which Egyptian god of the sun whose name consists of 2 letters?
Ra.
Okay, we'll keep the theme going. Keep getting them right. Let's get mythical 25. Which month of the year is named for the Roman god of beginnings who had the ability to look forward and backward at the same time?
Janus. January.
Judges, we good? Yep, nice job. We got that right. Let's get mythical for 30, the last one. In Greek mythology, a group of 9 minor goddesses, including Clio and Urania, presided over art and science. This inspiring group is most commonly known by what name?
The 9 Muses.
You guys were great in that category. Nice job. You swept it. Let's head over to Mount Ararat, and Caleb, you get to select your first category.
This is D place.
We'll take This is Deplace.
This is Deplace. Questions about places whose names start with the letter D. First one. The headquarters of General Motors Corporation and the original Motown Records recording studio are in which U.S. city whose name starts with D?
Detroit.
Detroit is right. This is Deplace for 15. Dover is the capital city of which U.S. state?
Delaware.
Delaware is also right. This is Deplace for 20. The mainland of which Scandinavian country shares its only land border with Germany?
Denmark.
Denmark, yes. This is Deplace for 25. Which national park in California is considered the hottest, the driest, and the lowest national park in the United States?
Death Valley.
Death Valley.
Yes. This is Deplace for 30. In October, Senegal's capital city will host the 2026 Youth Olympic Games and is the first African country to host an Olympic sporting event. In what city will the 2026 Youth Olympic Games be held?
Skip.
Skip.
You want to skip it? All right, the answer is Dakar. All right, that wraps up This is Deplace. That category is over. We go back to Bangor. Paige, what's your second category going to be?
We'll do Only in New England.
Only in New England. These will be questions about cultural icons and traditions in New England. Here's the first one. In 2024, the state of Vermont produced more than 2 million gallons of what condiment that is typically consumed at breakfast time?
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup, right. Only in New England, 15. Dating back to 1952, the Bean Pot Championship is an annual tournament in which teams from Boston University, Boston College, Harvard, and Northeastern compete in what sport?
Hockey.
Hockey, nice. Only in New England, 20. Seen on Interstate 95 in Providence, Rhode Island, Nibbles Woodaway is the nickname of a 9-foot-tall blue statue of what kind of bug that is known for eating wood?
Termite.
Termite, yeah. Only in New England, 25. Sally's and Frank Pepe's are two Connecticut restaurants famous for making the New Haven style of what popular food baked in a coal-fired oven?
We'll skip.
Well, skip it. Pizza. New Haven, pizza capital of the world. All right, only in New England, 30. Every 4 years, the tiny towns of Dixville Notch and Hart's Location, New Hampshire, have traditionally been the first in the nation to fulfill what civic obligation?
Vote.
Vote is correct. Nice job. All right, we're going to go over to Mount Ararat. Caleb, your second category.
We'll do choose this and smile.
Choose this and smile. This category's questions are all about teeth. Here's the first. The last teeth to develop in an adult human are a set of 4 molars, commonly known by what name?
Wisdom teeth.
Yes. Choose this and smile, 15. Although they're sometimes called premolars, what name meaning two-pointed is more commonly used for the teeth that are located between the canines and the molars?
Skip.
Answer is bicuspids. Choose this and smile for 20. In 1945, Grand Rapids, Michigan became the first U.S. city to add what mineral to its drinking water to help reduce tooth decay among children?
Fluoride.
We'll take that, right? Yes, fluoride. Nice job. Choose this and smile for 25. From the Greek words for straight tooth, what is the name for a dental professional who specializes in correcting the alignment of the teeth?
Orthodontist.
Orthodontist. Nice. Choose this and smile for 30, the last question in the category. Inside a tooth, between the enamel and the pulp, is a layer of what calcified substance that protects the inner tooth?
Toss.
I'm going to toss it over to Bangor. All right, Bangor, I'm going to reread it. Inside a tooth, between the enamel and the pulp, is a layer of what calcified substance that protects the inner tooth? Paige, I'm going to need an answer.
We don't have anything.
Okay, the answer is dentin. That was a good strategy, Mount Ararat. That wraps up our category round. The score, it's super, super close. Mount Ararat, 285. Bangor, 255. Of course, the lightning round is next. Anything happens in that round, so sit tight. We'll be right back. Okay, we're heading into the final 90 seconds of gameplay, the lightning round. Players, you do not have to wait for me to finish the question. You can buzz in at any time, but do not answer until I call your name. You get 20 points for each correct answer. An incorrect answer will cost you 20 points, and the other team does not get a chance to answer. Our clock is set. Good luck. Here we go. What color is Cookie Monster on Sesame? Isaac.
Blue.
Yes. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle equals
180 degrees.
That is correct, Elias. Singer-actress Stephanie Germanotta is best known Lyra.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, you got it. What lake in Oregon is the deepest lake in the U.S.?
Crater Lake.
Rowan, yes, Crater Lake. Human hair and fingernails consist mainly of Isaac.
Keratin.
Correct. What Canadian city is home to the Raptors of the NBA? Elias.
Toronto.
Got it. What American engineer designed and operated the steamboat Claremont? Fulton. Semper Fidelis is the motto of what, Isaac?
Marines.
Yes. Calvin Coolidge was president in what decade of the 20th century? Rowan.
30s.
Incorrect, the 20s. In the Northern Hemisphere, the shortest day of the year occurs in which month? Elias.
December.
Got it. The Lone Star State is the nickname of?
Texas.
Yes. Running, biking, and swimming are components of what Olympic page?
Triathlon.
You got it. The adjective vulpine refers to what clever canine animal? Who's Caleb?
Wolf.
Incorrect, fox. What Russian-born ballet dancer presented his famous ballet Afternoon of a Faun in 1912? Nijinsky. Liquid flowing up a tube against the force of gravity is an example of what? Declan.
Suction.
Capillary action. Ooh, that's the end of the match, and the winner is Bangor with 355 points. Mount Ararat so close, 325. You both are winners in my eyes. Great, great match. Thanks both of you for coming and for playing. Be sure to tune in next time as Wyndham takes on Deering. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on High School Quiz Show Maine.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by
Energy fuels more than homes and businesses. It fuels dreams, ideas, and growth. Unitil champions the critical thinkers and team players of tomorrow and is proud to support High School Quiz Show Maine, where learning takes center stage. Welcome to another edition of New England Survivalists, the game we all get to play. Prepare to win. You can ask an independent agent about safety insurance and learn more at the Resource Center at safetyinsurance.com.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been dedicated to keeping New Englanders at the heart of what they do. That means investing in communities they serve and supporting families and businesses. You matter more.
and by viewers like you. Thank you.